Errol Douglas MBE.
We have quite a few assistants in the salon. I think currently we've got, no pun intended, currently we have about 12, and George is our head assistant, and at the same time he is head of the junior artistic team. So we've been trying to get through as in junior of the year for the last 9-8 years with all of our staff. And this young gentleman, and again, and I'm going to say this and you're going to know what I'm about through this whole journey, I'm about mentoring and education. For this young man to be standing on stage, I think there's about 7,000 people going the whole country. He has won Junior of the Year. Our first model is Marie. And I'm going to take you through the pre-cut on it, just a little bit lower, please. Thank you. I'm going to take you through the pre-cut on this, and obviously I'm going to personalise it on stage. And now, obviously you can see, what I love about this, because you can see it's got colour sync, yeah, on it. What we did, George, come here, take that, put that there. Thank you. You've got to be on his back all the time. At the end of the day, like I said, you're not going to see whole haircuts on stage. I'm going to take you through the journey of this, and obviously you'll see in the before and afters. All I did, because I took quite a lot of the way out, when I work with my models, I like to do a consultation, talk to them. Obviously I want them to be happy, because a happy model on stage is going to look amazing. So with Marie, she's a model and an actress, so I kind of buzzed off the back, I graduated in, but it's still got length and texture. You're going to see how I use the Style Link products to link this in. I'm going to just put a few layers through the top, okay? So really, you're going to see quite strong connection here, and I'm going to just buzz this off. So it's almost a little bit of a ledge, you know. One of the things, and you've seen it in our collections, especially long hair presentation, I'm into so many different genres, you know, it's 80s, 70s, 90s. So this is going to be a little bit of 80s. Okay, I'm going to move her around, so you won't just see my, does my bum look good? Does it? Well, this is Andy's pouch, not mine. But at the end of the day, like I said, I'm going to keep moving, and we can ask, I think we can talk later on.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but I'm going to first start off on the sides.
So what I'll do is I'll just quickly talk about the colour here. So with Marie, we've just kept this really simple, and we've all seen the granny grey, hashtag granny grey trend. So we've used this here, and it is becoming more and more commercial, and it's really simple to achieve with our colour sync. All of our models have been kissed by colour sync today. So you will see, particularly our first three, which is our blonde category, you'll see the beautiful condition that you're going to get from colour sync. This really is truly, it's the colour that cares, okay? And we can say that because it's been designed for the traditional client that we have coming in the door now. When was the last time you guys got a virgin in your salon floor? Just doesn't happen. And the reason for that is because more and more people are overexposing their hair to heating tools, and they're experimenting more with colour. So Colour Sync has been designed to deal with that type of hair. Okay, it's there to deal with porous hair. It's there to give us condition and give us shine. Do you want to just talk us through what you're doing a little bit there, because I could talk forever.
I know you can.
I know.
And George is looking at me, he's scowling at me already because I've removed the visor. But this is a tricky bit on the side. So all I'm doing now, like I said before, I'm going to graduate this up to it's a little bit of a ledge, so it's got like a bit of a 80s step to it, and then I'm going to buzz off the other side. But with doing this kind of technique, I think it's really important to use the right tools. I'm using a big tooth comb, so I've got more control, and then I'm cutting into it, and I'm point cutting, just to kind of blend that in. And what I'm going to do afterwards as well is just razor that, okay? Or, depending on what you want to do with this, is chop into it. But working with the colour when you do something like this, for me, is just 100% accurate because you really make it strong. And I think these kind of asymmetrical looks and these 70s looks, you know, anything goes in respect to making sure you're happy with your side. So all I'm doing now is just continuing that. Sorry, I'm moving in a minute. Okay, travelling upwards all the time. All right, and I'm going to get over it as well. This is a technique I love doing, is standing on the opposite side and just cutting into the hair, really shattering this up. Okay, one of the things which I love at the moment, there's so much freehand. I tend to work a lot with product in the hair. I have mousse in the hair, and afterwards I'm going to put a little bit of clay into the hair just to give it a little bit of punch. Okay?
Thank you very much.
Just use a bit of beautiful.
Fantastic, thank you, Marie.
Beautiful hair, beautiful. This is such a simple look, and it's one of those looks again which we've taken from the catwalk and we've kind of messed around with it a little bit, because it's not always working with curly hair, wanded hair. Okay, this is all working with just a fantastic blow dry. Okay, one of the things, and I say it, and I always say it, and I go back to it, foundation is everything. So if you can't do a good blow dry, okay, or you have to keep on reverting to straightening irons, you've got a problem. So at the end of the day, it's about putting polish in the hair. And we've done this, okay? And it's all about twist. So this has just started with the hair, which is crisscrossed and twisted. Put spray, and again matted down, okay? And this is the effect. And it's a great effect, it's simple, but it's still effective. Anybody can wear this, and like I said, what's so cool about this is you've got this genre of 80s, 70s, you can do anything, you know? Once upon a time, we had quite a few clients who came in like this because they wanted the power blow dry, but doing like this, and like I said, it's editorial, it's beautiful, you can take anything, it goes so well with the clothes, so well. Right, moving on. Lauren. Yeah. Go on, smile. Am I right? Yeah. I'm always forgetting models, but you know, I can't forget all of our models because they're so beautiful. And they're all Belfast girls. Don't shake your head. They're Irish girls. They're Irish girls. Right. Beautiful hair. Okay. Amazing hair. Okay. Wonderful hair. All her own hair. Okay, and this is the greatest thing about doing a show like this, so you can see, okay, this is all her hair, no hair pieces, okay, alright, this of its life started off as a power blow dry straight, okay, everything comes down in big sections. There was 3 points to this, which is a ponytail, 3-point ponytail, and curled over and back combed, and the hair, and it's almost like you know, like a couture bun, and the hair was wrapped around it, and then we braided the top. Okay, the braid starts off quite flat, and you raise it up like a crown. Okay, so it's all about proportions with this. So it's slanting up to meet that proportion. And again, you know, what I love when I'm teaching classes, because we teach, like I said, I teach long hair, bridal. It's what you do with the hair, okay? And it's your interpretation of hair, okay? You can do anything with this, and she can take this back, you know, the minute you take that back, okay, and just take it over the ears, okay, opens up her face. She can take anything. This girl, you know, like I said, all our models are stunning, okay? And at the end of the day, what I love about this, and it's just, you have to remember, long hair is not always the same. It changes all the time. You have to move with the time. That's why we're so into plaiting, we're so into different textures, and you have to know how to manipulate those textures and getting the polish in the hair. And obviously the colour absolutely emphasises the whole bit. So under this light, it's just unbelievable. Love it.
About the colour that you are seeing here today. So first of all, Marie, she had such a beautiful natural colour already. And do you know what? I have a thing. If you've already got it, don't lose it. So use what you have. Yes. It is, isn't it? So she already had a beautiful strawberry blonde there, so I just wanted to really kiss her hair with Colour Sync. So what we've done is we've just enhanced it by working with a few levels lighter than what she is. This is a deposit only colour, and worked with those beautiful gold copper tones in her hair. Then if we go over to Lauren, she's on a different scale. She is more of our cool red. So again, she's a really great example of how seamless our colour is. This is one colour, guys, out of one tube, roots to ends. Okay, we've used a red violet here, and it's really worked with her porcelain skin, and the whole image, the styling, the hair colour, the hairstyle, everything just works beautifully. She just looks like a gothic bottle of wine.
Oh my God, there you go again.
I know, I come up with the strangest analogies, so you should have heard what I say.
Wine, we love wine.
I do like my wine. Okay, so that's it, girls, thank you very much.
Right, come on, please. Isn't that breathtaking? Come on, honestly, that is such a beautiful, beautiful colour, okay? And again, and this is where, if you are interested, and for those of you who are not Matrix, who don't know anything about us, you know, God, I mean, I was blown away by this colour. You know, I love this colour, and it washes out. You know, oh my God, leave that glass alone. I was blown away by this colour and working with the team, because we wanted to show diversity, and like I said, working with somebody like me who's quite finicky, and I know what I want, and I know what, you know, the Reds want as well. But at the end of the day, I think it's important to make sure you're kind of doing something different. You always have to kind of present something different. And with Rachel's hair, you know, this is obviously one of our presentation models. It's quite simple, but it looks really effective in how it's done. You know, we've been braided to death, but it's how you present it, it's how you do it. And at the end of the day, with this, all this is braided asymmetrically to one side, and the sections left out. And we've made the hair look a tiny bit 40s, but at the same time it's got like a bit of floss to it as well. And you know, it looks effective, it's a look. And you can water this down, you can do whatever you want with this. And I think, again, you have to speak to Nyla, you have to speak to Sarah. You know, this is exciting, okay? Don't you think you can talk to me? Come on. It's like, it's exciting, it's like, you know, that's beautiful. You don't see that. You know, I would love to, we've done, I don't know if you know Pam Hogg, you know, one of the most amazing English designers, and she has colours like this, and she spends months trying to get it right. She should have just come to us. Yeah, regardless, she should have just come to us. Now with Anna, and I know Anna, you know, look at George, okay? Anna, and I'm just turning her around to show you again, this is a whole different level because it's all about scalp. It's not a scalp plait, the plait is plaited externally, meaning from the head, and then it's kind of woven into the hair, as in opposite ways. But what we haven't done is used a lot of pins, okay? We've sewn this in, okay? And again, with ornamentation and different things in the hair. And again, this is so hot, you know, you can do this any age. And all we've done as well is introduced, because Anna had some amazing pieces backstage, and all we've done, we've introduced some jewellery to the hair, and it makes the hair almost look like a mohawk. Okay, so you've got mohawk, and again, anything goes with vintage, because there's a lot of vintage things around, and we have to use everything, you know, to our disposal. And this is just created at the back, and it just, I'm sorry, I love it. You know, all these things, and like I said, I'm just doing it and showing you, we're all sharing things. You know, some people think, oh my God, that's extreme. But at the end of the day, it's not, you can water it down, okay? Any of this can be watered down, okay? And the hair, again, you know, don't have a heart attack, it's like editorial. It's just left. You don't need to overdo it. You could wand this. We started wanding this, didn't like it, and blew it out. And again, it just looks great. It's supposed to look a little bit fluffy, a little bit kind of an angel. I don't think Anna's an angel, but Anna, you're an angel. She is. She's a lovely angel.
So I'll talk to you a little bit about the colour and what we've done here today. So first of all, with Rachel, to me this was about really just pushing the boundaries. And both of these colours today we've used our Colour Graphics lacquers, which is our temporary colour. It's a semi-permanent colour. It will last up to 12 washes, and it's there to give us condition. But the great thing about it is there's no commitment to it. So she can have this colour, she can wash it, and it can be gone. So first of all, with Rachel, I wanted you guys to just think outside your normal perception of what beauty is. As hairdressers, we tend to avoid warmth a lot. We tend to avoid the brassiness. But you know what? Yellow is one of the best colours out there. If you think about yellow, you think about sunshine, you think about happiness, you think about warmth. And the idea is that colour's meant to evoke emotion in you. So why don't we just have a little bit of fun with it, with such a temporary colour, and place it onto the hair, and I just think it looks stunning. Amazing. And then if we look over at Anna, our fairy, Anna. I keep calling her My Little Pony all day. So, My Little Pony Anna. The inspiration by her is actually, it's not too dissimilar from the oil slick that we've used on Jade, but more of a pastel version. The idea is, when I was looking and researching colour, I saw some rainbows and the reflection that you see a rainbow on ripples water. And it's about taking those pastely, really delicate, pretty tones and then placing them in just a slightly unusual way. So I knew that the texture that was going to go into the hair. So it was a case of just making sure that, you know what, we're not doing a solid ombre here. We've worked with horizontal and we've worked with vertical, and then we've washed and scrubbed pieces of it out to give us this really fairy, airy, beautiful look to it. And both these colours, like I said, are no commitment, low commitment with our Colour Graphics lacquers. So thank you, models. I'll ask you to leave the stage.
Beautiful. Right, Stella. Right, Jade, run for it.
Thank Thank you, Jade.
Right, come on, give these girls a round of applause. Okay, look at these girls, lovely. Again, like I said, beautiful. You know, you've seen extreme, you've seen commercial, it's a bit of mixtures, okay? And what I love, again, is with, you know, using Starlink, you've got amazing products here. You know, you've got 10 products here. You can cocktail them, you can do so many different things with them. And it's all about how you make this work, okay? And again, you can see, and I'm going to start on the right-hand side, you know, colour, insane, it's beautiful. And it's still commercial, you can do anything with this, okay? This is, its life is an undercut, okay? And we've just brought out the colour, okay? There's obviously a bit of a disconnection, but again, it's still wearable. It's not kind of, you know, is it alien? Is it wearable? You can do a lot with this, okay? And again, you know, come up, have a look at our girls, okay? Let's walk to the front. Lovely, okay? This started off its life. We've got a graduated bob, okay? It's almost like an old, but it's quite a young, it's a pob or a purdy, whatever you want to call it, and I've meshed out the sides, I've taken that weight in, all right? But you can do anything with this, anything, anything. It looks stunning, okay? And it's all, it has to kind of be on the right model, okay? What you will notice, especially when I'm cutting, I'm not messing around and taking away hairlines. I love hairlines, working with natural hairlines. You would never see me put a line in the hairline, and I would work very naturally with this hairline. So I think it's important you do that. But again, stop it. I'm going to come and talk to you now. Working with this young lady, like I said, great model, absolutely great model. Her hair is completely, we buzzed it off, okay? We left weight on the top, okay? It's quite a square, chunky disconnection, but at the same time, if you was to take this out, all this is just a little bit of drama, okay? This is not her hair length. All we did was twisted hair pieces and threaded them up and made it look like this. So it presents short hair in a different way. And like I said, you can do this in the way of, think of it as, because we do quite a lot of festival hair. Think of it as festival hair, okay? Let's come to the front. And again, it just shows you a contrast, and it shows you what we've been doing as a team. And again, like I said, when you see everybody on this stage, you're going to see what we've done. And for me, the interpretation of this is spot on, and it works hand in hand with Starlink products. So I hope you've enjoyed.